வான்முகில்
வான்முகில்
தவறாது
தவறாது
பெய்க
பெய்க
மதிவளம்
மதிவளம்
சுரக்க
சுரக்க
மன்னன்
மன்னன்
போன்முறை
போன்முறை
அரசு
அரசு
செய்க
செய்க
குறைவிலாது
குறைவிலாது
உயிர்கள்
உயிர்கள்
வாழ
வாழ
நான்மறை
நான்மறை
அறங்கள்
அறங்கள்
ஓங்க
ஓங்க
நற்றவ
நற்றவ
வேள்வி
வேள்வி
தன்னில்
தன்னில்
மேன்மைகள்
மேன்மைகள்
சைவ நீதி
சைவ நீதி
விளங்குக
விளங்குக
உலகமெல்லாம்
உலகமெல்லாம்
சைவ நீதி
சைவ நீதி
விளங்குக
விளங்குக
உலகமெல்லாம்
உலகமெல்லாம்.
திருச்சிற்றம்பலம் இப்படி வச்சுட்டு சொல்லுங்க. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம்.
திருச்சிற்றம்பலம்.
Hold your hands like this. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம்.
திருச்சிற்றம்பலம்.
3 times.
திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். திருச்சிற்றம்பலம்.
Friends, none of our rituals are without meaning. Rituals andre puja antadu. For example, what we did in the Tamil song. See, the Garbhagriha carries the Shivlinga or Shiva's form. There, the puja is performed. Then afterwards, to all the smaller deities, they do the puja. Then they come to Lord Nataraja, the Lord of this, dancing Lord of this universe, and they do this puja. They do puja to him. And then they come to the deity of Devi. That is the consciousness which connects you to God. She is the last to be worshipped. That's why she is performed the puja, Shodashopachara, 16 types of puja. The extensive puja is performed. Then Veda Kosha is being recited to her. You see how beautifully they have devised the puja vidhana also. Then, if there is a dancer, she will perform a little dance. Then singing, one gana, one small. If there is a singer, she will sing a bhakti bhajan, she or he. But before last, usually the villager who gives the garlands to the village, he usually is called, he is given the post of Oduvar. Oduvar means one who recites the Tamil 4 things, Devaram, Durvasagam, all those things. ಅವ್ರ ಹೆಸರು ಓದುವಾರ ಅಂತ. ಓದುವುದು ಅಂದರೆ ಓದುವುದಲ್ಲ, ಅದೂ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಧ್ಯಾಯಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಓದುವಾರ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ತಮಿಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಓದುವಾರ ಅಂದರೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋರಲ್ಲ, ಓದುವೋರಂದರೆ ಓದುವೋರೆ ತಮಿಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ. ಅವ್ರ ಹೆಸರು ಓದುವಾರ್. ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಕೊನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಥರ ಪ್ರಪಂಚ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರಲಿ, ಶೈವ ನೀತಿ ಪ್ರಪಂಚ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಬರಲಿ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಅರ್ಥ ಅಂದರೆ ಮಳೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಬರಲಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ತವರಾದ ಅದು ತಪ್ಪಿ ಹೋಗಬಾರ್ದು, ದಿ ರೈನ್ ಶುಡ್ ಕಮ್ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಫೈಲ್. ದೆನ್ ದಿ ರಾಜ ಶುಡ್ ರೂಲ್ ಟು ದಿ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಎಫರ್ಟ್ ಟು ದಿ ಹಿತರಕ್ಷಣ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರಜಾಸ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೋನ್ ಮುರೈ ಅಂತ ಹೆಸರು. ಕೋನ್ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಹೆಸರು ಚೆಂಗೋಲ್ ಅನ್ನೋದರಿಂದ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು. ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕೋಲ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ರಾಜರು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ. ಆ ಚೆಂಗೋಲ್ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ತಪ್ಪುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವರು ಇಷ್ಟ ಇಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಜೆಗಳಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಆ ಚೆಂಗೋಲ್ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಡಿದರೆ. ಸೊ ಕೋನ್ ಮೊರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಚೆಂಗೋಲ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಅವ್ರ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರಲ್ಲ, ಅದ್ರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಪ್ರಜೆಗಳ ಹಿತರಕ್ಷಣೆಗೆ ಅರಸು ಮಾಡುವುದು. ಅರಸು ಅಂದರೆ ರಾಜ್ಯ. ಚೆಂಗೋಲ್ ಅಂದರೆ ದಿ ಫೈರ್, ಹಿ ಈಸ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಎ ಫೈರ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಕರ್ರ, ಎ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಸ್ಟಿಕ್. Sannyasis wear kavi dress, it is in the form of fire. They have no desires. If Raja has Changol, he has no desires except the Praja Hitarakshana. ಈ ಥರ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಹಾಡುಗಳು ಹಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಸಾಂಗ್ಸ್ ಐ ಗಿವ್ ಯು ಎ ಸ್ಯಾಂಪಲ್. ನಾನ್ಮறை ಅರಂಗಳ ಒಂಗ. ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಧರ್ಮಾಸ್ ಆರ್ ಬೀಂಗ್ ಪ್ರಪೌಂಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ವೇದಾಸ್, 4 Vedas, let those dharmas come up and let it be going on increasing. Onga. Natrava Velvi Tanil. that all the people spend their life in good tapas. If all these things happen, ಮೇನ್ಮೆಗಳು ಶೈವನೀತಿ ವಿಳಂಗುವ ಒಲವಲ್ಲ. Then the entire world will be covered by Lord Shiva, Shiva's rule. It's a beautiful word in Tamil and Kerala. They call Alayam as Ambalam. Temple as Ambalam. In Kerala and Tamil Nadu, they call temple Alaya as Ambala. Whether it is Guruvayur or Shiva, it's all Ambalam only, Ambalam. This Ambala is the word which represents Akasha. Alaya also is similar, where everything goes and merges. Linga also Liyate, where everything goes and merges, goes and joins. So similarly, Ambalam is Akasha. So when he says Tiruchitrambalam, it is Sri Chidambaram in Tamil. Sri Chidambaram, Shiva Chidambaram ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ ತಿರುಚಿಟ್ರಂಬಲಂ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದು ತಮಿಳಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಅಂಬಲ ಅಂತ ಆಗೋಯ್ತು. ಚಿಟ್ರಂಬಲಂ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಬಂದು ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಅಂಬಲ. ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಕರೆಕ್ಟೇ. ಚಿಟ್ರಂಬಲಂ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಚಿತ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಂಬಲಂ. ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಕಾನ್ಷಿಯಸ್ನೆಸ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಅಂಬಲಂ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಟೆಂಪಲ್. So you recited that so that we could feel what our culture is. After this, they will be taken to the room for rest, bedroom for rest. There also, they will not be given a cot and whole rest. They will be only given a uyale. Hey, be aware, world is still running. So any small jerk also they have to protect. So they will be put to rest in a swing. Actually, no deity will sleep like this. If you see Shiva, he will be half open. If you see Sri Ranganatha, his eyes will be a little open so that world still runs. He will not close his eyes. Lavale Shantivila. Ishte. So even the sculptors, the Agama, everything tries to tell us that you belong to something. But what about the man today? One who can't clean his own donkey. With papers they clean. And their culture, if we are going to follow, what is this? Their country is not having water. No country outside India can boast that it has resources of water. Boast means it's not being properly distributed or nor they are taught how to use water. Either of the two. And they don't know how to drink water. They take other drinks and other mixed colas and things like that. And one who can't use water, and we are trying to follow in the name of high-techies. What is this? So, no one wants to don't say yes with them. Yeah, you are great. But mentally, you have your own pride. Bharatiya has his own place. No one can shake this fellow's pride. Pride means not ego. I belong to the greatest culture in the world. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅವರು ಬಂದರೆ ಪಾಪ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಹಾನಿ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು ಅಥವಾ ಏನು ಹೇಳಬಾರ್ದು. ಪಾಪ ನೀವು ಆ ಥರ ಇದ್ದೀರ ನೋಡಿ ಇದೇ ಪೇಪರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಹೌದೌದು, ಇದೇ ಕೋಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಹೌದೌದು, ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ ರೈಟ್. ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ಡ್. ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಫಾಲೋ ದೆಮ್. They come and wear the kurta pajama and one saree and say, this is so nice. It was very difficult at the beginning. Now it's very nice. I feel very comfortable. This is what we are following since we had started using dress. And these idiots come and tell today to us that this is so nice. And we say, see, Katarina told she is nice in saree. This fellow, Petros, told that he is feeling comfortable in kurta pajama. We have to learn from them, is it? Indians have no taste. Indians have no pride. Indians have not known what they are. That is what has resulted in all this. Now is the time. This year we have to come back to life. They will try to tell us. I saw that Bharatiya, even if a madman takes mud and gives shapa and does like that, these fellows will go and tell, there is power, man. Even some people are taking mud and doing mantra. There is a lot of power of mantras in Bharata. Anything they will interpret and say that Bharata is the greatest. We took 2 hours film, blow cold. They are blowing always. If there is heat inside, blowing cold is easier. So, fine, we do it within 1 second. They take 2 hours film. The film is called Blow Hot, Blow Cold. So that I am interpreting. So none need teach you, none need teach you. You are the greatest of even deities. For example, beyond creation, what it is and how the Srishti took place and who is the creator. Who is the creator? From Vishnu, who the creator came out, no? Brahma. How he creates? No one knows. That is why he keeps Vahana as Hamsa. He sends breath inside. He creates only breath. Then he creates rishis. From rishis come out asuras as well as devas. For example, Devendra, Hiranyakashyap. He is Kashyapa's son. Kashyapa Maharishi's son. Devendra is also Kashyapa Maharishi's son. So both are created and both created out of a rishi, and the grandfather of this is Brahma. Brahma creates through Saraswati, Saras, the Rasa, Rasavaisa, and he is the master of Hamsa, the breath, which whatever you want. What is creation? Why Asuras are there? Why Devas are there? Everything goes. So the Saraswati holds Veena, which is the form of Kundalini in you. Your back and strings and the head shows that you are beyond. And she is the goddess of Nada. Through sound, world is created. Anything you want to remain, you have to use the sound also. I want gulab jamun. Means no one understands. Even in quiz. No one will understand. You have to say gulab jamun. I want this. So the sound only creates another form. Then we told the story of how Hiranyakashipu. But if he has an eye on things, that is a brother, Hiranyaksha. Hiranyakashyap is Kashyap's people. But this Hiranyaksha, who is killed by Lord, is representative of eye on things, Vishayagalu. Vishaya. So the Asura Deva Yuddha is representative of bad and good, always. So transcend these two, is static. Have faith. So that is the story of all the Puranas. Anything? Hope, belief, faith. First itself is a reflection of your mind. We hope to live tomorrow. We hope that we will be there. But we are taught, if you are born to a Tamil Brahmin and they belong to a Tamil culture, real culture. Suppose you say, Pati payasam nalla irukku, Amma payasam nalla irukku, Ratri vechiru, she will immediately say, no. அங்கேருந்து யாரோ பார்த்துட்டு இருக்காடா, அவ்வளோ கான்ஃபிடென்ட்டாக சொல்கிறேன், இப்போ எல்லாத்தையும் குடிச்சிருவோன்னா ராத்திரி, டோன்ட் சே தட் ஐ வாண்ட் திஸ் ஃபார் நைட். ஸோ யூ ஆர் பீங் டாட் நாட் டு லூஸ் ஹோப், பட் டு லிவ் எவரி செகண்ட். This time I am enjoying payasam. Maybe in the night I may not enjoy, even if I am tired and very thirsty. But you are being taught that now is the second. You finish this. The hope itself is needed or not needed, I don't know. Suppose someone comes to me, come and build me a house, home. Then I will say, it's better I think in Kannada. ಒಂದು ಮನೆಯನ್ನು 4 ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ. ತಮಾಷೆಗೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ, ಒಂದು ಮನೆ ಇಲ್ಲ 4 ಮನೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ 4 ಮನೆ ಬೇಡ, ಮಾತ್ರ ದುಡ್ಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದು ಮನೆನೇ ಸಾಕು. ಅದೇ ರೀ, ಒಂದು ಮನೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 3 ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಅದೇನು ಆ ಥರ ಏನು, ಒಂದು ಮನೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ 3 ಮನೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕಟ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ? ಹೌದ್ರಿ, ಅಡಿಗೆ ಮನೆ, ಬಚ್ಚಲ ಮನೆ, ಹಿತ್ತಲ ಮನೆ. ಯಾವ್ದ್ಯಾವುದು? ಬಚ್ಚಲ ಮನೆ, ಹಿತ್ತಲ ಮನೆ. So intelligence works in the world. Within one house I am building 3 houses. But this, what you are asking is hope, which itself is a little more than what is needed. But for world only this works, that's what I told. So this hope tries to bring in belief. But the faith is unshakable, I told. Faith cannot be shaken. I believe, and that should end in me as self. Nan nanaga, chittam tanaga. Till such a time, it is someone else's, something else's. How you understand? Faith is, unless you are known, or you are there. I can't say you are there, or you can't be missing you. Chittam tanaga, nan nanaga. அதுக்கும் குருவை தான் ஒப்புத்தண்டோம். திரும்ப சித்தம் வெளியில் போகிறதுக்கு அதுக்கும் கண்ட்ரோலரை குருவாக வச்சுக்கிட்டோம். ஸோ அப்போ என்ன ஆகிடுறது? தட் இஸ் பிலீஃப். Guru does everything for me. But the hope is always I am protected. Maybe in a religious parlance. Faith is self, no sense. Second dimension. The expressive உணர்வு, அது கூட அந்த வார்த்தை வந்தது. சித்தம் உணர்வாகும் பொழுது அதுவும் குருவே. இந்த உணர்வுலேருந்து என்ன கொண்டு வரார், அதுவும் குருவே. So hope is what, very raw term. Belief is that unarvu, that feeling of expression or feeling of dimensionless dimension. Then the self, which has no two, which can't be qualified. இப்போ சொன்னேனே பிரம்மா, மூச்சு, இதெல்லாம் எப்படி குவாலிஃபை பண்ண போகிறோம்? ஒன்றும். A dead body, just because it has eaten and it had some information to keep slim, keep fat, so it grew like that. And the breath goes away, and we say that so and so is gone. So the so and so belongs to the breath, the breathing process, or the body. So more detail you go, it's all, we can't qualify. Someone was telling Buddha has to be condemned, this, that. Day after tomorrow is Buddha Purnima. No, tomorrow. I told why he should be condemned. They have created a religion called Buddhism. Otherwise he was born a Hindu, grew as a Hindu, died as a Hindu. He never told that I have created a religion of Buddhism. Or any else சொன்னாரா? ஒன்றும் கிடையாது. Afterwards they are creating a cult and they wanted to, like any saint today, each one is having a samsthan after death, isn't it? So this should not be disturbed, because people's faith lies in the Bhakya activities, outside activities. But Buddha by himself, why should we? No, he was talking about Nirvana, he was talking about zero, Shunya. I told, what is wrong? It was a small hater of Buddhism and me, some time back, 3-4 days back. He just hates Buddhism. No, it's wrong. How can it be Shunya? There is only Advaita. And I asked, I don't know what is Advaita you are meaning. What is Advaita? Sarvam Ekam. Vipra Bhuta Vadanti. Ella Ondana. That is only one. Then one with respect to what, I ask? One with respect to everything is one. That is the greatest philosophy. One with respect to what? 10 minutes he could not understand. Then I told, only if there is zero, one gets any value. 1 to 9 gets value only when there is zero. With regard to zero, 1 may be something. 9 may be something. That 1 alone is there, is ad infinitum also. 9 means 9 times 1, 1, 1. Ad infinitum also, 1 lakh means 1 into that many times. So that 1 is the base number, we understand. Everything is 1. But 1 with regard to what? Unless there is a zero. So it's a little more profound. But at the same time, 1 is not, that Advaita is not, what philosophy they preach as Advaita, is not what Shankaracharya meant. He has never told, it is 1. This Eka is something superior even to zero. Because people can't catch it and they are trying to tell us 1, 1, 1. 1 without a second. Because 1 is compared to 2, 3, 4. Because they have not understood Acharya properly. So when Buddha condemned Vedas, he never condemns, even Shankaracharya condemns this. For ignorant fellow, why scriptures? For an ignorant fellow, why scriptures? For a sadhaka who wants to realize God, why scriptures? Then why scriptures? That doesn't mean that he condemns. He is showing you a way that this have to be followed, but at the same time you go more inside. Go into that Eka Bhava. This 1 is not 1 in number. That is the missing point. Without condemning Buddha, if you would have asked me, I would have told what is that 1. But 0 is always greater than 1, that way. Understand? So everything is, we are bringing to the level of intellectual fantasy. That is to be avoided. More soundless nature of our words alone will decide how powerful we are. You understood this? All this?
Also says we are able to understand intellectually, but when it comes to practice, when it comes to living, we understand. The how is helpful. So essentially we go back to the same routine, the current way, or we have the mess again. There is no permanency of staying there, right? Yeah, this is no stuff to which we are never practicing daily life. What is this really? How to be there rather than returning back to the usual
Suppose you want to see Lord Krishna. Suppose he stands before you. How long you will see him? The hunger will start. Then you will give an excuse. Krishna has already told, I am Jatragni in you. Feed. Then I am this in you, I am that. Then he has told this month, that month, this, that. We will find some excuse and run into the wealth. We don't want truth. Truth cannot be seen that way. It can't be lived also. It is. So there is no excuse that we are doing this, we are doing this. For Jatragni, it can be a begging, or it can live. We can create our own food, or we can do bad things to get the food. So once again, it results in my doing. So the karma starts once again. What will Krishna? He will simply see. You can't do anything. So I don't say Krishna can't do anything. We do negating even if Lord appears. So truth is the point, not how to practice truth. It is not Satyam telling the Satyam. What is the Satyam? You will tell. By the time you tell, the Satya becomes Asatya. Tell any word, it is Asatya. Because everything is Mithya. This is scooter, this is mic. I don't know whether it is mic. In the real parlance. Then what is mic? It's only an iron rod with some current, this, that. And what is mic? Go into the detail. Truth is, other things are concocted. So there is no truth which can be told, which can be expressed or told. So Satyamvada means for a practical life they were saying, come what may, like Harichandra, go on telling, who wants. So we are not coming to that point of how to practice truth. There is nothing called the practicing truth in sadhana. In sadhana there is nothing called that. What should be understood is truth is. The other things are by the way. Suppose I am a computer engineer, I can't go and work as a mason somewhere. Even though I want to work as a mason and learn that is. Maybe for a training I can do. Once again I will throw it out. Because of vasana, I will come back to something else. And the truth is, other things are by the way. Even if God appears, we will find our own excuses and ask God to stand where He is. We will run in creating our own mess. How to avoid it, we don't know. Because we are creating. Before creating, we should think how not to create. Or once we are creating, we should look for a gap where we can walk through the gap, not get caught. This is a very mystical sentence I am always making. Look for the gap where you are. The work and mind goes round. But you are in the gap. That is where the truth representative is. Maybe check. Can we understand this? I am working in the office, but I am working in the office. I am coming home, but I am in home. I am not asking office to enter into me. I am dealing with office. I should not be lost. I am dealing with people at my home. I am going to sleep. The sleep enters into me. I am not disturbed. There is a gap. That is the smallest representative of the truth. Suppose you are this, and you are not missing the person you are seeing, Krishna. Then nothing can shake us. Till such a time, we are creating our mess. That's why I told, we are creating the mess means we, if we can catch this, life is a game. Life is a game. It should not apply to harm others. Everything I tell should not be misunderstood. Someone I told last week, some two people asked, shall I take Nirnaya? If my Nirnaya is right, somewhat, Nirnaya na Tirmanam. Once I take this Nirnaya, come what may, you should follow, I told. But some person used it in the no entry zone. I have taken Nirnaya that I will pass through this no entry zone. So this I did not say. I always say, Mix it with common intelligence so that you are not troubled. Just because you are given something, mouth you should not shout. This means you should not beat. Without disturbing, go by the common parlance, but at the same time stand. Nirnaya is different in the internal, the same I gap I was saying. There you don't get disturbed. I is the self-pride. But other things we follow the man-made rules, hard-made rules. Sabana, Sabakuru Maryade. So that should not be disturbed. Everything we will follow the rules. But Nirnaya is totally different. Hope I am not hurting anyone. Did anyone go through no entry? Any more questions? No. It is harmless, very harmless, and we will never be tuned. When will we? If we are tuning, either we will sleep or we will be in the self. There is nothing called tuning anywhere. Tambura is Sachpati. Then we say that it is tuned. But there are 100 tunes in that. That is not one tune. When you start singing, it's another disturbance. We think that it is seriously, but it's a divine Geetam for others. Even for you, because your mind is, the field of emotions is getting calmed, quenched. That is the benefit. But really, how will you tune? I don't know whether we tune. We create some sound means it is already something in that field. Similarly, any field, mind is also something like that. How will you tune the mind? Tanu tambura taramana. The body is the tambura, tar, the tantis are iman. Okay, how will you tune it? We are trying to tune, but for that, let us spend harmlessly meditation, puja, and all that. It's nice to spend some time like this. It is the emotional field gets a little connected to the so-called peace, not the real one. But at least that is needed. I should not talk again just because I praise the ritual, but get connected to this truth. That is my main message. No ritual should be used as a ritual. It should become spiritual. When it becomes spiritual, then the self alone is. Till such a time, we will spend time in whatever way. Dhyana is beautiful, bhajans are beautiful, japa is beautiful, puja is still beautiful. You take a lot of care to worship our own Ishtadeva. That all we have explained long. How you are bringing out your own Vigraha, your own Atma. Keep it, and in the Puja you take it back as your own Atma. So that is the crux of Puja also. Once you know this, it is your own representative. Just like Ravana takes Atmanika out. Similarly, this Atma comes. It become philosophical? No. Philosophical. He was asking about puja. He said that the puja mantra itself tells you that I am, from my heart I am taking out this vigraha and I am, because this is taken out, I am getting a pita for it. Then I am making it away. Danadam Krutva, one sound, makes it away. Like that, the things, whatever I want is for me, the chandana, the washing, abhisheka, food, intellect, dhupa, fire of Atman, deepa, then Atma Samarpana, Karpura, everything, whatever I want, I do it to that, and in the Punar Puja, after the puja is over, once again a small shaking is done. From there we are taking it back to the Atma. So that is the essence of puja. If we know this, then puja is also very meaningful. Everything is meaningful. Bhajans, 5 times if you tell, 10th time you will start knowing, Tanu manu danu sabucharandu tumara, tanu manu danu sab. 5 times we can cheat. We will never pay more than the Archana ticket or... No, that also with a lot of care we spend and all. So, what man we have offered, what son we have offered, why should we lie? Once you start questioning, that quest starts in. Anything is with bhajans also try to tell you. And the name purifies. Krishna, Rama, any name you try to tell, that purifies the vibration. Suppose you are talking like this, गजरा लगाऊं, मेहंदी लगाऊं कृष्ण के लिए. Very simple sounds, सरल. But who is Krishna? Why should I put mehendi in my hand? Once the question starts, 5-6 times it will be very funny, and we will start weeping. Krishna आ जाएगा मेरे बत्ता वो ये. Then the question starts means then we will really go into the other side of what we are seeing.
Very difficult for them. Everywhere you go, all the techniques are everything is being taught to how to manage your emotions. So people are finding it difficult that this is something beyond emotion.
No. Give them at their level. Suppose you are trying to teach them. Teach them yoga, teach them this bhajan, puja, everything you can teach. But the final point is this. Something like, this is how all the religions are surviving because of this. That is all this, one day you may get this. Hum honge kamyab, another day. That day they will never show. அது பண்ணா அங்க மோட்டத்துக்கு போவாய் அவ்வளவுதான். அந்த குவாலிஃபிகேஷன் வச்சிருந்து போயிட்டே இருக்கும். If you are going to teach someone, there you don't say மோட்டம் is the reality. இது பண்ணு மோட்டத்துக்கு போவாய் one day. நிறைய பாவம் பண்ணிட்டேன் என்ன பண்றது? இந்த நாமத்தை சொல்லு அது போயிடும். Something you start, and then they will know 5 times they tell what you tell is right. Moksha is something else. But first itself if you simplify, then there is nothing to do, for anyone. There is nothing to do if you say, then how will they come and listen to you? For you also nothing to do, they will say. Isn't it? No one has accepted anything. You tell me what anyone has accepted anyone. Any point of time, no one has accepted anything. That is fact of life. They don't tell openly. Have they accepted this God as my God? When did they accept? They have not accepted, but they for namesake, that's the same. For namesake, they are trying to tell that I accepted this as this. Who has accepted what? Really, if you go into detail, no one can try to tell not to you. If at all they have to accept, this is the only acceptance. If they don't want to accept truth, then there is no need for their spending life. Listen, it's a waste. For how long they are going to spend life? Another 40 years, wasting their time. I don't say they let them die. Let them not say that they will not accept truth or something. Do what they want, and this is the only truth. That's nothing else. You see the point at least? Shankaracharya and also could not tell this. You are the truth, even if they tell, no one will understand. So they come to an extent of weeping before deities, asking for pardon, Harakarana Kritam va Khayajam Varni. Such a small level also he came down, just to tell public that at least follow this, and God will pardon you and all. So in a very low level, if you want to come, low level in the sense, their understanding level, to come into the emotive field, they don't want to lose emotion till last. They want to carry their own burden and say that, and feel that there is another fellow, if I am tired, he will take. That is all the fun they want. Right from money back, you see, they will not give anyone. You come, if I am tired, you keep this back. I will take once again. No one wants to shift the burden. Really. Then what to talk of emotion? No, I am not talking about our group. I am talking about the public. Honestly, let them be asked, where will you keep your emotions? Or what you want? நல்லது சொன்னா கேட்கணும். கிருஷ்ணன் ராமன் வந்தா இவரால் குடிக்க முடியாதோ, அது பண்ண முடியாது, இது பண்ண முடியாதுன்னு பயம். சும்மா கிருஷ்ணன் ராமன் பேரும் தப்பு. அது இந்த மாதிரி மாடர்ன் குரூஸ் மாதிரி சிரிச்சுண்டே இப்படி ஏதாவது சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கோம்னா அது பாட்டு அவர் சுமையை தூக்கி போருங்கிற இதுலேயே நம்பிக்கையிலேயே இவங்க வாழ்க்கை கழிச்சுட்டு போயிட்டே இருக்கும். அவர் சுமையை தூக்கவே கஷ்டமா இருக்கு. There is no other person can die or take birth or live one's life. It is not secret. One has to take birth, live and die by himself. Isn't it? Similarly, there is no other person. Surrounding one or secular formation, social formation. Or dependence and confidence. அவ்வளோதான். இந்த ரியாலிட்டி விட்டா அவங்க குழப்பு கிடையாது. அவங்க குழப்பம் அவங்களே. I can give 100 simple exercises இருக்கு. மூக்கு அப்படி வள, இப்படி வள, இப்படி போ, கழுத்து அப்படி குடி, அப்படி தலையை ஒன்று, எதையாவது சொல்லிகிட்டே இருந்தால் அதை ஃபாலோ பண்ணிட்டே போயிட்டே இருக்கும். ஒன்றும் இல்லைன்னா சிரி, கூட்டாக சேர்ந்து சிரிக்கிறாங்க, பயமாக இருக்கு. ರೋಡಲ್ಲಿ ಸಡನ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ, ಎಲ್ರೂ ಸೇರಿ ಒಂದು 200 ಜನ, ಏನಪ್ಪ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೆಂಗಸಿಂದ ಔಟಿಂಗ್ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದ್ರ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲವಂತೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ವೆರಿ ಮೇಧಾವಿಗಳು. ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಲಂಗ್ಸ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಲಿವರ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾಟ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಸಮ್ ಫನ್. ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್. Create like that, we can create 100. Suppose you are angry, go and tell this before your muka. உங்களுக்கு முன்னால் அப்போ நம்ம ஆங்கர் கம்மியாகிடும். 2 விடுவான். ನಮಗೆ ಬಹಳ ಕೋಪ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ನಮಗೆ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಮೂಕನ ಎದುರುಗಡೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಆಂಗರ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಮೆಥಡ್ how many we want? Per second 10 I will teach you. Something is there, just to go and throw you over your head. That gives you good brain this side, you say. And they will, all will start doing this. They will not do work. So the function of the brain is important. How to apply brain they will not think. The acupressure மாதிரி இங்கே பண்ணிட்டே உனக்கு ஹெல்த் சரியாக இருக்கும்னா கை வலிக்கிற வரைக்கும் அவங்கிட்டே இருக்கும். யாரை பாருங்க அது எதுக்கு அமுக்குறான்? ஹெல்த்துக்கு. அது எப்போ ஹெல்த்து நீ என்ஜாய் பண்ணுவேன்? இல்லை இப்படி அமைக்கிட்டே இருப்பேன், ஹெல்த் சரியா. When are you going to enjoy the health? They don't want to answer. Understand? How many methods you want? At the infinitum we will teach. You select questions, then we will answer all this. We will make them Mudamate underlined 5 times. Finally we will say this. All this will result in this. When will it result? When will it result in getting there? No, because each one has introduced a method in there. Suppose people like avatars or big people, they are in silence. Dakshinamurti to poi mandaram kodu 2:30 அனுப்பிடுவார். இவங்களுக்கு மந்திரம் கொடுத்தா ஏதோ மோட்டம் கிடைக்கும். தட்சிணாமூர்த்தி ஸ்திதிக்கு தட்சிணாமூர்த்தி ஸ்திதிக்கு அவர் மாதிரி இவனுக்கு சத்தம் போடாமல் உட்காரணும். இட் ஷுட் பி சைலண்ட். அது கிடையாது. மந்திரம் கொடு தட்சிணாமூர்த்தி போய் தந்துடும். வேறு லெவல்ஸ் திருச்செந்தூரில் வைகாசி விசாரம் வரும். all castes will come there. For high caste, they may be having, high caste means one wants to escape through mantram, japam, tapam. They will be giving puja, potis will come and do all those things and give them prasad and all. But the low caste will bring adu madu kodi. What do you call it? They will bring that only. Because they will also want to participate in Vegachala. So another fellow has to be created opposite, Idumban. He will accept all this. Prestige will be given. In Idumban's office, opposite to Devasthanam, there will be one office called Idumban. There they will give the receipt. Whether these are going to be given, that they are not telling. Your things are accepted here. So they have to be satisfied at that level. They are happy that they have spent Jagan there. So the rest will be 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs on that day. So every caste, every brain should be given its fee. Hello, Subramaniam, Brahmanya Tattvam Naha. So he will give the same one day, Subramania, one day. So he is happy at that level, means we have to satisfy that man. Just we will understand this and